Hey guys, what's going on? Mizu back here with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on basic movement and momentum on the wall and how you can interact with the wall, with your car and the ball to best succeed in Rocket League. Now, a lot of issues that I see with content creators and professional players making these tutorial videos, they go, alright guys, here's a tutorial on the wall. First thing you want to do is you're going to want to do this and that, and they just speed through everything. They don't explain anything, and then they just get to the end product where you're like, now you guys know how to air dribble. Congratulations. Well, that's not what's going to happen today. I'm going to be breaking down exactly how the ball and the car interact with the wall specifically so you guys can see perfectly how you can get better at this game and how you can fully understand the mechanics behind the wall. Because it is a feel thing, but I'm going to accelerate that learning process for you guys and explain with my 7,000 hours in the game what that looks like and what that feels like when you get that sweet spot in every single situation. Because I guarantee you, you guys have probably had this happen to you. We're coming down off the wall and you try to jump off the wall, but you're like, why did I jump off the wall? What the heck happened? Why did I just stay on the ground? I guarantee that's probably happened to you at least once, and I'm going to explain all the reasons as to why that happened and more. So we're going to be covering this video in 3 steps here. The first is going to be basic movement. The second is going to be momentum. And the third is going to be a training pack where you can put everything together and really practice and hone your movement on the wall. So guys, let's get into the first section of the video. Alright guys, I'm going to be explaining how your car moves and interacts on the wall in Rocket League. So this is a very disorienting feeling because most of the time when you're in Rocket League, you're going to leave ball cam on. So you're going to be looking at the ball while you're driving on the wall, and this makes your camera kind of awkward for you, especially if you're new in the game. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get the ball right beside the wall here, and you're just going to want to practice making these turns on the wall. So you kind of have to think in your mind, and this is what helps me visualize how to control myself on the wall, is imagine you're actually in the driver's seat. Okay? Imagine you're in the driver's seat and your left stick is the steering wheel for your car. Okay? So if I'm wanting to turn here and I'm wanting to go to the ceiling, I'm going to turn my left stick left because I want to go to the ceiling, right? Even though my camera is facing a completely different way, you still have to think, okay, where is my car facing and what way do I want to turn? I want to turn to the right. I'm going to push my stick to the right. You see what I'm saying here? I want to push my car to the left, so I'm going to go to the left. Even though my camera's facing a different way, that's how you have to control your car. You have to move the joystick in the way that you want to go in where your car is facing. Not how you're on the wall, not how you're looking at the ball, not where your camera is, but how your car and where it's facing. That is the most important thing, guys, is the movement on the wall, moving your joystick like this. You have to think about where your car is facing. That's how you turn in all this stuff on the wall, and you really get used to it. Another thing, as I'm going to explain to you guys, if you don't drive on the wall, gravity's going to pull you down, okay? So you have to be constantly driving on the wall, or else gravity's going to pull you down, right? You got to think about it like that. I don't know the exact scientific term, but you know when you like spin a glass of water really fast and then you turn it upside down or whatever, and it's like going really fast, it doesn't fall out of the cup for a second? It's like that in Rocket League. I'm not a physics major, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So if you're driving on the wall, you're not going to go down, but the second I stop driving, that's when I start sliding down. See, gravity takes effect. So you have to be really conscious of not falling off the wall and not letting that happen to you, and just holding your gas button. Practice driving around the arena just like this. And again, if I want to turn left, joystick left. Do you want to turn right? Joystick right. All that kind of stuff. You just got to practice turning on the wall like this, and you will see a big difference. The next thing that I'm going to be showing you here is a lot of people don't understand how your jumps work off the wall. So we're going to be covering that right now. If you notice your jump here, when you jump on the ground, you're going to go upwards, right? You're going to go upwards. So you're like, okay, if I'm jumping on the wall, why aren't I jumping to the ceiling? That doesn't make sense. I'm jumping. I should be going up, right? Well, in most video games, sure, but this is a physics video game. Rocket League is all about physics, right? So if you think about it logically, if you're jumping on the ground, you're pushing your wheels off whatever surface you're on to go upwards in the direction opposite of where the ground is. So since I'm pushing off the ground, I'm gonna go up, right? If I'm pushing off the wall, I'm gonna go to the middle. Does that make sense, guys? Because I'm pushing off the surface that my wheels are on, I'm gonna go to the middle of the arena. So you're not gonna go up if you jump off the wall. You're gonna go to the middle, okay? That's a very important clarification that you guys need to know, is you're not gonna go up if you jump. You're gonna go to the middle. And the last thing we're gonna cover here is how this part of the wall right here is going to make it so you cannot jump. If you guys are familiar with physics, this is something called inertia. Basically, it's in Rocket League because, again, this is a physics game. If I'm going very slow here, I can kind of jump off the wall, but you guys see how I don't really get my jump here? That's because my back wheels are on the wall, but my front wheels are on the ground kind of like this. Does that make sense to you guys? But if I'm not moving, yeah, I can jump because I can use that as a platform to jump off of. That makes sense. But when I'm going really, really, really fast, the majority of my momentum is coming downwards, and now I'm trying to jump. I'm not gonna be able to kind of lift off here, because if I were to jump really, really fast while I'm going down, I'm just gonna jump down because I'm pushing off the wall. But if I'm going really fast and I'm jumping from here, now it's gonna make me want to jump up, right? But that's not gonna make sense. If I'm going down fast and wanting to go up at the same time, it's not gonna happen. So let me explain that to you guys. If I'm not moving, I can jump off this. But what happens here is this, we're gonna call this the lip, right? When it kind of starts curving, this is what we're gonna call the lip. If I'm moving very, 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 very fast on this lip here, and I'm coming down and I try to jump on it, watch what happens. Watch my controller. I'm gonna press the X button for jump, and I'm not gonna jump. Watch. You guys see that? I didn't jump at all. And a lot of people don't get it. They're confused as to why that happened. That's because of inertia and the momentum you have coming down. You're not going to be able to jump, guys. So be careful of that. You're either going to want to jump as you're coming down. You're going to want to jump right before this line right here. You guys see this line that my left tires are on? This line right before the advertisement for Rocket League. You want to jump before then, before this lip starts curving. That way you're actually going to come to the ground. Or when you're coming really fast, just don't jump at all. Okay? So you got to jump before, or you got to jump after. You can't jump during this because your jump's going to get eaten. And that's a very important distinction that you guys need to get. Alright guys, we're going to move into the second portion of the video that's called momentum. So momentum is a very important factor with interacting with the wall here. So if I'm, for example, moving really, really fast like this on the wall, and I am to jump off the wall, you guys see how I come middle very fast versus if I jump like that. So I travel the same distance with my jump towards the middle, but the difference is my momentum actually carries into my jump. So I'm going to move towards the blue net further if I'm faster on the wall when I jump than if I'm slow on the wall and I jump. I'm going to go middle of the field, the same distance, but I'm going to go closer to this blue net. So watch here, guys. I'm going to jump right at that mid boost, and you'll see how far I go. And I'm just holding R2. There it is. I end up right before the pad. Now let's see what happens if I'm full speed and I jump. There you go. I end up past the pad. You guys see that's a big difference there. Now, that might seem self-explanatory to some of you guys. You're like,
yeah, this is obvious, bro.
Okay, well, now we're going to mix in the fact that you're turning in different angles and ways as you jump off the wall and facing different ways. And what I mean by that is it kind of sounds complicated, but instead of pointing this way, now we're going to talk about what happens when you're pointing upwards and have a lot of momentum, but you're jumping middle, right? You're going to jump like this towards the ceiling. If you're very, very fast, what's going to happen is you're actually going to hit the ceiling. And that's a very big clarification, because now we're going to start putting everything together. We're going to show you guys the training pack that I'm talking about here. Is if the ball's coming towards me, I'm going to make this ball fly towards me right now, guys. If this ball's coming towards me and I jump off the wall like this, I'm not going to be able to reach it. But if I'm moving very, very quickly and the ball's up, I can get to this ball. I can jump towards it, right? That's very important, because if the ball's in the air and you want to jump off the wall to get it, you have to generate the momentum to attack the ball on the wall, not in the air. That is a massive mistake I see people doing all the time. Is they'll go like this, they'll go slow, and then they'll fly off the wall to try to get it. No, do not do that. You want to generate the momentum that you need to go in the direction that you want to do. And this applies to Rocket League, period. On the ground, on the ceiling, or on the wall. Anything where you have traction with your tires is where you want to generate your momentum. You save yourself boost. That will allow you to maneuver more in the air. Okay, guys? So if this ball's coming towards me, like I'm about to make it come towards me right now, I'm going to generate my momentum in the wall. Get ready. I generated on the wall, and now I can hit it. You guys see that? How I generated on the wall, and then I attack the ball. I don't just go from the bottom of the wall very slow, jump off, and then fly in the air. That's not really exactly what I'm doing, guys. Does that kind of make sense to you? You guys kind of starting to understand here how everything's starting to fit together? Well, if not, perfect, because I have a training pack that's going to show you guys how to practice this and game-like scenarios. It's very, very specific, but it's very, very solid for what we need to do. So if you guys actually go to the training here, if you go to training, custom, you go to featured, and you scroll down. I'm not sure if featured will still be there by the time you guys watch this video, but if not, you have the code as well on the right of the screen. Go to gold defense progression. If you don't have this, then enter the code by pressing square, or if you're on Xbox, press X, and enter the code you guys see on the right of your screen here. You're going to want to go into this one, and we're actually going to go to shot number 6. Okay, guys? Shot number 6 is going to be perfect for showing you guys, because you guys will have an obstacle here. So here, let me just show you. You don't even need to jump. You can jump if you want, but what we're going to show is we're going to get the momentum up and then down. And it practices your turning on the wall. Because I can't drive like this straight across the net because I'm no longer on the wall, right? You guys have to drive up, around the wall, back down. This will practice your speed, your momentum, and your turning all in one. So this is a very, very, very good shot in a training pack for practicing your turning on the wall, guys. You're going to want to practice this as much as you can. And this is for PC only, this next part, so I'm sorry if you're not on PC. But if you're on PC and you have Baka's mod, press the down arrow on the left D-pad to make it reversed, mirrored, and then you can practice the other side as well. Very solid training pack for practicing your driving on the wall. I highly recommend this one. It's going to practice your momentum, your speed, and again, just the overall movement on the wall is very important. So now that you guys kind of understand the basics on how to move on the wall, how to interact with the wall, your car control on the wall, etc., you guys now have that foundation, that understanding of how to now execute advanced mechanics on the wall and the things that you need to do to be able to do it. Because I often put out air dribble tutorial videos, whatever, ceiling shot tutorial videos, and people go, Mizu, how do I jump off the wall and get a good setup like you're doing? How do I interact with the wall? And it's the foundation is what people are lacking. So I'm putting this video out for you guys so you guys can understand the foundation of how to interact with the wall. And now that you have this now, if you've watched the whole thing, you can now start to practice more advanced mechanics off the wall, which is very, very fun. And I wish you guys the best of luck, which is coming in episode 2. I'm going to be showing you guys how to interact with the wall on defense specifically, and the things that you guys can utilize on defense with the wall to really empower your defense. So to basically where if you're diamond or below, no one's going to be able to score on you if you use these tips basically with the wall. So highly recommend checking out episode 2. It's going to be dropping next week. I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching the tutorial video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!